lovelies, it's Miss Lady Lace here on my Glamour channel with my next fabulous hair tutorial where I'm demonstrating this fabulous Faux Bettie bang at the front. I recently wore this look to Mx Burlesque for the red carpet section of the event, and I had a lot of requests on how I created this as well as the makeup look, which I'll create another video for, so I thought today it'd be fabulous to sit down and showcase how I made this look. The Faux Bettie bang is definitely a very classic pin-up hairstyle and it looks fabulous on many different people. It is a style that works a little bit better if you have longer hair towards the front of your face. If you do have a fringe, you can pull more hair forward or put in a fake hairpiece and then roll that up with today's tutorial. This style does take a bit of practice, so if first you don't succeed, try and try again because practice does make better. With all of that said, let's get into today's tutorial. For today's tutorial, you're going to need lots of bobby pins, a range of brushes including a fine tail comb, a hairbrush, a bristle brush, and a teasing comb. You'll need some hairspray. I just have this one at the moment while my usual brand is out of stock. And you'll need a hair rat. I have my little collection here that I thought I would showcase, but these are essentially bun donuts that I've cut into different sizes to suit different looks. This larger size I would use more for like a Gibson roll on the back to roll that in so it creates that really over the top large shape. Whilst for my Faux Bettie bangs I use these two sizes here. Typically I use the smaller one for my everyday look, but we are going to be using the larger size today. For this hair rat, it is a smaller bun donut which I have cut just over halfway to create this shape. Before today's tutorial, I have also set my hair in my foam curlers. You can style the back however you like, but for the front sectioning, I have my usual parting that I talk about all the time on my channel. So it's a side part that goes back a couple inches, repeated on the opposite side, and then connected together. For now, I'm just going to pin this out of the way while I style the back. This won't be the focus of today's tutorial, so I'll quickly whiz through this, but if you'd like to see a new brush out video soon, do let me know in the comments below. As it's day one of this set and I've got a lot of dancing and training to do, I'm going to go with my typical shorter style for that first day. So I'm going to pop on a smaller hairnet to encapsulate that and help make those curls last a little bit longer. When putting on my hairnet, I stretch it around my hands. I hook it on the top of my head, making sure it is beyond the top of the crown. Then I'm going to just hook in one side, hook in the other, and catch the bottom. Once we've styled the back, we're ready to move on to our Faux Bettie bang at the front. With a lot of my vintage styling, I talk about going from back to front when we're styling, as if we styled our Faux Bettie bang first and then tried to brush out the back, we might accidentally rip out that beautiful front styling we've worked so hard to achieve. So this is the order I recommend doing it in. We're going to start by taking that out and giving it a nice brush through. For this style, essentially we're going to be rolling it up in our hair rat in this direction. We want to make sure the hair in this area is relatively smooth, so if you have any kinks or you want to remove any texture from your hair, straightening this section can be a really good idea, but it's good to have that light little curl through the ends just to make wrapping it up easier. For this style, it's flowing forward, so the hair is going to be in the way of my face a little bit as I show you what I'm doing. We'll brush that forward and I'm going to divide that in half horizontally, and I'm going to put teasing through this section here using my C method, pushing down and not that quickly zigzag back and forth motion that just damages the hair. We're wanting to add volume and not mat the hair. Concentrating on getting the bulk of that through this section here. We'll then repeat that on both sides of our bottom section. If your hair struggles to hold the teasing, you could put in texturizing powder before or a bit of hairspray in after. We'll next take our bristle brush, and what we're going to do is smooth along the top and a little along the bottom. It's really important we keep that teasing consistent throughout the style, so when we roll it in, it still has that volume consistently through so it doesn't become lumpy in some sections and not in others. As I'm doing this, I'm using a bristle brush and lightly brushing through the top layer of the hair. I'm looking to smooth the hair but not remove the teasing completely. We'll next take a light amount of hairspray and I'm going to brush that a little bit more with the bristle brush. I'd recommend a working hairspray at this point. This one has a firm hold, but it's going to have to do as it's all I have for my hairspray. As I apply the hairspray, I'm also going to make sure I hold it a distance away and not too close, as that'll create like a bulk amount of the product in that spot. Once I'm happy with how this is sitting, so I've got some light teasing through the top part here. I've got this nice and even so there's no chunky bits sticking out, and I'm catching the flyaways as much as possible. I'm ready to pop in my hair rat. I'm going to hold that out on a slight angle and take my hair rat at the midpoint, wrapping around the center of the hair rat and then rolling in until it meets my scalp. I'm then going to angle up those corners to create that classic Betty look and pin this into place. I'm taking long bobby pins and I'm going to put 2 on each side, catching the edge of that look and pinning it against the scalp. With the hairpins, I want to make sure they're nice and secure but also comfortable. If you're getting any tension points, it's a good idea to take them out and readjust where they're sitting so they're sitting comfortably. If it's causing pain now, in a couple hours you will have a tension headache. Next, we're going to spread the hair across the bun donut. I'm going to use my pointer and my thumb. I'm taking it between the hair and the hair rat, and I'm just going to lightly pull that across the style, trying to make that as even as possible. As I'm doing this, I can use my fine-tooth tail comb to catch any stray hairs, but also fix any separations in the hair as I'm going. I can use my hands to also manipulate the hair, so I'm really getting that beautiful curl on the look. Next, I'm going to concentrate on styling the edges here. I'm going to take some smaller bobby pins. I'm going to take my hand and I'm kind of pushing in along the top and curling the edge of that hair along that hair rat so it covers it as best as possible. I'll then take my bobby pin and secure that along the top here. I want to repeat that to the opposite side, putting that pin along the top. I'll then just do some neatening, so catching those hairs, brushing any separated parts, just dressing up the style a little bit more. Adding a bit of hairspray, catching those flyaways. To finish this off, I'm adding a headpiece. This is the one I wore for the original look. It's simply just a headband I've attached a bunch of fake roses to and then added crystals to them. I simply pop this behind my hair, and I want to be careful that I don't entangle that in the look. If it's pressing down anywhere, I just want to try and fix that up a little bit. You can make a flower crown or pop something else on behind, but that's our fabulous look complete. I do hope you've enjoyed today's video and found it a little bit useful. If you try out this look, be sure to tag me on social media so I can see your fabulous creations. If you did like this video, be sure to give it a like and a comment, as that really does help me out. And if you'd like to further support my channel, get early access to videos and exclusive content, I have my glamour community on Patreon. I'd like to thank all my patrons, but especially my VIP glamour patrons and burlesque students. The support you give me truly helps me in creating more here on YouTube. To follow my daily pinup adventures and for more hair inspiration, I post super regularly to Instagram and TikTok. I'll pop a little link here as well as at the end of the video. And to never miss out on my vintage fun, be sure to hit the subscribe button below, turn on those bell notifications, and I'll be seeing you all real soon.